What if I told you that one of the most iconic cars in history, the car that started it all, is making a comeback in 2025? That's right, the Ford Model T, the car that put America on wheels in 1908, has been completely reimagined for the 21st century. The 2025 Ford Model T isn't just a retro throwback. It's a statement, a fusion of classic design and futuristic technology that honors the past while driving into the future. In this video, we're diving deep into everything you need to know: the design, performance, features, price, and the story behind the return of a legend. Buckle up, the ride through time begins now. History meets future, a brief look back. Before we jump into the 2025 version, let's rewind a bit. The original Ford Model T, introduced in 1908 by Henry Ford, was the world's first affordable, mass-produced car. It revolutionized transportation, made personal mobility possible for the average American, and changed the world forever. More than 15 million units were produced by 1927. It was simple, reliable, and built tough, a true people's car. Fast forward over a century later, and Ford is tapping back into that legacy to create a car that symbolizes innovation once again. The 2025 Model T isn't a replica. It's a rebirth. Exterior design, retro DNA with modern edge. The first thing that hits you is the design. The 2025 Ford Model T is instantly recognizable, and yet, it looks like it was sent back from the future. Ford designers nailed the balance between nostalgia and innovation. You'll spot the tall, upright stance and vintage silhouette that pay tribute to the original. The iconic round headlights are reimagined as circular LED halos. The grille is a clean digital panel with animated lighting effects, and the wheels have a mechanical Art Deco vibe that merges old-school spoke styling with modern alloys. It's compact, rugged, and undeniably cool, with a touch of cyberpunk flair. Electric powertrain, the modern engine. And under the hood, forget the old 20-horsepower engine from 1908. The 2025 Model T is 100% electric. It's powered by a dual-motor AWD setup with an estimated 300 horsepower and 320 pound-feet of torque. Not crazy fast, but plenty quick for urban and rural cruising. Range: around 320 miles on a single charge. With Ford's Blue Oval fast charging network, you can juice it up to 80% in just 30 minutes. The Model T is now not just a symbol of affordability and simplicity, but also sustainability. It's zero emissions and whisper quiet, but don't worry, Ford added a synthetic engine note option to keep the vintage vibe alive. Tech features: a simple genius. Don't expect a Tesla-style spaceship interior. That's not what this car is about. Instead, Ford gave the 2025 Model T a minimalist, clever cockpit that blends analog charm with digital convenience. A single floating 10-inch touchscreen handles navigation, media, and vehicle settings. But there's also a vintage-style rotary dial for drive modes, a wood-accented steering wheel, and toggle switches that look like they belong on a 1920s aircraft. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, over-the-air updates, and a 360-degree camera system come standard. And yes, it even has an AI driving assistant named Henry. That's right. You can say, "Hey Henry, play 1920s jazz," and it will. Interior comfort, modern function, vintage style. Step inside, and it's a journey back in time, with a 2025 twist. The seats are finished in recycled leather with diamond stitching, reminiscent of antique furniture. The dash has brushed aluminum with retro gauges, and the cabin uses sustainable materials like bamboo and hemp-based fabrics. There's plenty of legroom for 4 adults, and the rear seats fold flat for extra cargo space. Ambient lighting gives off a warm amber glow, creating a lounge-like experience. And yes, there's a picnic mode that opens the tailgate, deploys 2 small benches, and plays vintage jazz. Safety and self-driving tech. Don't let the old-school looks fool you. This machine is packed with safety features. It comes standard with Ford Company Pilot 360, adaptive cruise control, lane centering, automatic emergency braking, blind spot alerts, and more. Plus, Ford's Level 3 autonomous driving system is available, meaning the 2025 Model T can drive itself on mapped highways while you sit back and relax. There's even a heritage mode, where the car restricts itself to 25 miles per hour, plays old radio broadcasts, and gives you a tour of American automotive history. Genius. Totally. Price and trims, affordable again. Here's where things get even more interesting. The base model starts at just $29,900. That's right, Ford went back to its roots of affordability. The lineup includes 3 trims. Model T Classic, the standard EV with retro styling and modern essentials. Model T Heritage, adds premium interior features, custom colors, and heritage mode. Model T Pioneer, includes AWD, solar roof panels, and the Henry I Assistant. Ford even offers a Model T Builder Kit, a throwback DIY version that you can assemble at home with online tutorials and AR guidance. It's a car, and a hobby. The cultural impact, why it matters. Why bring back the Model T now? Because we're at another turning point, just like 1908. Back then, Ford democratized transportation. Today, they're trying to democratize electric mobility. The Model T isn't just a vehicle. It's a philosophy. It represents simplicity, sustainability, and accessibility in a time of complexity, pollution, and skyrocketing prices. And in an age of cookie-cutter EVs, the 2025 Model T stands out, boldly, proudly, and with a wink to history. Driving experience, modern vintage vibes. So how does it drive? Surprisingly fun. The low center of gravity, instant torque, and narrow body make it agile in tight spaces. It cruises effortlessly, and the steering is tight but forgiving. There's even a manual mode that simulates a 3-speed gear shift using paddle shifters, just for fun. Whether you're commuting, cruising country roads, or making a statement at your local Cars and Coffee, this ride delivers smiles per mile. Customization and mod kits. Ford knew this car would attract hobbyists and creatives. So they embraced it. Official mod kits are already in the works, including wood panel surf wagon kit, off-road adventure package, delivery truck style conversion, vintage taxi cab livery kit. The possibilities are endless. And Ford's online, T-Design Studio, lets you build your dream version in augmented reality. Reviews and first impressions. Early reviewers are calling the 2025 Model T one of the most exciting cars of the decade. Motor Trend praised its brave and soulful design. Top Gear called it the iPhone of EVs, familiar yet revolutionary. Jalopnik simply said, "This is what the electric revolution needed, character. People aren't just buying this car, they're falling in love with it." Availability and launch dates. Production of the 2025 Ford Model T begins in early fall 2025, with pre-orders open now. Ford is offering special Founders Editions for early buyers, featuring unique badging, lifetime charging perks, and a coffee table book about the Model T legacy. Dealership demos will roll out across the US and Europe by November. And yes, this time, it's being sold globally. Outro. A new era begins. The 2025 Ford Model T isn't just a nod to the past. It's a call to the future. In a world racing forward, it invites us to slow down, remember where we came from, and dream again. It's a car. It's a statement. It's a movement. What began in 1908 is now starting all over again. Thanks for watching. If you love this deep dive into the new Model T, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more epic automotive content. Drop a comment below, would you buy the 2025 Ford Model T? And what color would you choose? Until next time, keep your wheels spinning and your soul cruising.